Hello guys and welcome to Steel Division. Today I am playing finally on this game. It's gone out for pre-order on Steam and you can pick up a copy and gain access to the closed beta right now. So go ahead and do so if you want to. Today I'm going to be playing with Halloween, who would like to know where I would like to go. So I'm going to take the left side. And I just told that to the entire game. Okay, it doesn't matter anyway. So here we are after that funny start on Steel Division. This is a map called Pointe du Hoc, and well, I'm super excited to play what is my first recorded game of Steel Division, of many to come. So let's get this underway. I don't know how much you guys know about Steel Division, so I'll try and like go through some of the stuff as I'm playing, but obviously I am still going to be playing to win. But basically, we've got a deck a lot like in Wargame, and obviously this is our map a lot like in Wargame. We're fighting over this line here. This is our like front line, and that wiggles and moves throughout the game depending on where you have different units. Basically simulates front line. The person who has more territory will start to gain a lead up to 2,000 points. So we get like a +1 or +2 depending on how much we've taken, and then it adds up over time to get to 2,000 points. So the tick is pretty quick, because 2,000 does maybe seem like a lot for a +2 or +1 lead, but it does add up very quickly. Either way, we're going to move some Fallschirmjäger up on the left. We're just a couple squads with an MG34 and also a command sort of infantry chap over here. So basically we've got some Fallschirmjäger. We are playing the German airborne. So this is like the 91st German airborne, I believe. So we do have Fallschirmjägers with those beautiful FG42s. And we also have these Panzerfaust, which are brilliant, especially early game. And then we have our Fallschirmjäger Führer, or Fallschirmführer, I guess that is. With he's like basically our leader. He can buff the units around him to give them more veterancy. What I'm going to do in the centre here, we'll probably go up with like a similar composition of forces. And then I'll probably use some cash for maybe the Pack 36 at the start of the game, and possibly some recon. So we can get the Statrup, or the Spatrup, and we can get the Abwehr. I'm going to be butchering these names, by the way, so please bear with me. But yeah, we're going to be grabbing a few of those. Great thing about these chaps is they do have a Panzer Schreck. Even better. I'm probably actually going to put one of those over on the left side. So let's move on forwards. I actually completely forgot to give out my orders before the start of the game, because now, considering it's not war game, we can give orders before the game even starts, which is fantastic. But I'm just going to do this quickly and then I'll bring in my reinforcements. I'm trying to select this chap while he's moving along. It's more difficult than it looks. So we'll have that pack move in there, and the machine gun can actually go into that house on the right side. We'll have that cover available to us. We're just going to probably jump these chaps out of the trucks here, and we'll move on foot towards the enemy. Let me grab those recon squads that I was talking about. They're definitely going to be useful, so let's make sure we have them come up. Probably put one of each type forwards, and we'll just have these chaps move on up. Going to unload these guys from the jeep there, and as you can see, we now have 3 stars of veterancy thanks to our command squad here. Let's unload all these chaps, get them into these buildings as soon as possible. Going to unload this one, and he can actually just run to a building. And let's see if we can take out some of these vehicles before they get somewhere. Oh, that Bedford was destroyed. Brilliant. That's going to blow up before he can get to the building. Can we take out the Lloyd carrier or even this Bedford? That would be great. Oh, in range of our Panzerfaust. Boom goes the Vickers HMG. Let's have a quick look at this game. I mean, not too much is happening at the moment, so we can zoom right in just like we can in Wargame. And our Fallschirmjäger squads are currently taking up these houses. See what's happening here. Oh, we took out the infantry there. We're doing pretty well so far. Not too much stopping us from moving on with our forces. Just going to unload these chaps. And we will have Spartrupp. Actually, I'll put the Panzerschreck squad in there and we'll have the Spartrupp in this building. Great, so we're going to continue to move forwards with these Fallschirmjägers in the centre. Going to leave the MG to sort of cover us, and we'll move forward to the command squad. Going to unload these chaps, and they will definitely be helpful. Making a spearhead through the centre at the moment, which is fantastic. That infantry squad just got demolished, and now we're having to deal with a crocodile. Okay, so what we're going to do, try and move forwards and flank that. If we can get close enough, we can probably put a Panzerfaust into the side of it. It's kind of the plan. Unless it drives forwards enough to just get shot by us anyway. Lovely. So they bailed out. It's going to make that completely useless until we blow it up. Goodbye, crocodile. So he made the same mistake as I did in the stream. Oh no. Goodbye, Fallschirmjäger squad. Okay, so they are going to be destroyed very quickly there. Walking a little bit too far forwards. We got absolutely decimated by the fire there from those machine guns. The universal carriers with those lovely machine guns. They really can do a lot of damage very quickly. Continue to move these chaps forwards. I'll get my MG to move forwards into an advantageous position, and of course we do want the Panzerschreck to probably cover the road if we can do that. Currently leading by a +1. Halloween's doing a decent job on the right side, pushing pretty hard with his own deck. He's using the SS Panzer Division. And so far so good. Not sure where these chaps are going. Let's just unload them. Since we have already made the ground there, we may as well just continue upwards. I'm going to take my command infantry with me. I'm going to try and fill in the middle as well. I'm really surprised that nobody tried to take this building. Generally, that's what I've seen so far when I've been playing this map. I have played a few games before this. This is just the first recorded game that I've played of Steel Division, but I absolutely love it. It's absolutely fantastic. We can zoom right into these units and they look absolutely gorgeous. This guy is red because he's in the tree line there, so we can actually see him. He's highlighted, but honestly, I'm quite impressed by the unit models. I don't think they are as detailed as they were in Wargame. Or maybe, I don't know how to describe the art style, but it just seems a bit less realistic, I guess. They can see these Fallschirmjäger. We're going to move on forwards. Well, there we are, pinned down, so let's tell our troops to fall back away from that mortar fire. I'm going to drop off our reinforcing Fallschirmjäger. We'll put them over onto the far left. We don't want to run across in the open towards an MMG carrier unless I bring up a tank, so let's bring up a tank. Try and get these guys to cross the road. If we can get up past these buildings here, what we could probably do is continue to push on. So yeah, this is the airborne deck, and as you can see, we have our infantry. They have the wings, which means that they don't suffer from morale loss when they're past this line. And what can happen is if your squads get pinned down in enemy territory, they can be forced to surrender by nearby enemy units. It can be horrible to deal with. They're still pinned down. We're going to tell them to continue to fall back. I'm going to start moving up my Fallschirmjägers into the tree line over here. Probably going to need another command squad. Oh, we do have one following them up already. Maybe I could use a second one for the right side though. So I'm kind of scared as to what I'm going to find as I hit this hedgerow. Okay, we managed to get in there just fine. That's okay. Make sure that our command squad then comes up behind. And I'm probably going to deploy my second pack 36. We are being pushed now. We're deploying against rifles. So I'm assuming my opponent is going to be using the Scots Guard. Currently there is only 4 battle groups available in the game. And there's supposed to be, I think, 18 in total. Oh, the MG is going to be attacked by mortar fire, so let's move him to one side. Have my Fallschirmjäger engage the rifles on the right side. Should be able to hit them. Go on, run away, machine gunner. Get away from that mortar fire. Best thing about these Fallschirmjäger, they are incredibly strong. Just going to run towards these chaps and try and make them surrender. You see my Fallschirmjäger charging across the road there. Yeah, it looks like their rifles managed to get away. Bring over this machine gun. Probably going to try and go for this little building here if I can, or maybe just get onto the left side of the tree line. I'll be a little bit careful at this point. Going to bring up that AT gun like I said I would. Great. Let's try and occupy these buildings on the left side. We'll maintain our presence here. These Fallschirmjäger are very dead. We are being attacked by a Honey Stewart and a Universal Carrier at the same time. Make sure that my recon squad comes back. We really don't want that MG34 to open up and get itself killed. That is likely what's going to happen. Oh, we might be in range to use the Panzerstreck. And, well, weapon damage. Not too bad. Let's bring up another one. We have this Fallschirmjäger unit in the middle providing us with some cover, I guess. Bring up a MG42 for the centre. Try and retreat with this recon squad. Gonna bring over the Fallschirmführer here. Okay, goodbye MG squad. That's annoying. I'm gonna try and move forwards with the Panzer 35 now. Maybe I can sneak a squad across in the open on the left side. Kind of losing the centre at the moment. I'm floating a lot of points, but I'm kind of waiting for my infantry, so let's get some grenadiers now to come in. And we can also get our Sturgen. Should help us deal with some of this armour that's chewing to pieces our units. Just trying to push and maybe get into line of sight of some of these Universal Carriers. Over on the right side, Halloween doing a fantastic job. Still managing to hold off against a lot of these like carriers here. Those 50 cals, they do a lot of damage to infantry, that's for sure. Looks like we are in range with our Panzer 35 almost to hit the MMG carrier. Close range, we should destroy their enemy rifles there. You have 3 stars as veterancy. That should help us out. Maybe see if we can get line of sight onto that squad as well. Okay, so let's unload this pack 36. Looks like some bombs came in to make my Panzer 35 fall back. But we did make that squad surrender, so that's fantastic. Let's try and move on through this tree line. Enemy air contact coming in again. What I'm going to do is probably buy my own BF 109 G2s to shoot down their lightning there on the right. Probably don't need to. Just use the bombs to blow up an infantry squad. Oh wow, okay, nice. We got the Honey Stewart. So just use those rockets there to pin down that scout squad. See if we can take out this universal carrier. Has the mission damaged. It's not too bad. Be careful that we don't let our units get too close together. I'm just going to unload all this infantry, and we're just going to have it all move on forwards. They automatically try and find cover, which is quite interesting. We've got an HMG, let's get that into the edge of the tree line there. Try and make sure that our squad does not get blown up by a mortar. Oh lord, that's very close. Okay, let's make sure he's falling back. Great, and the Pack 36 is trying to destroy one of their mortars. Still making progress here if we continue through the tree line. Eventually my Pack 36 will hit something. Definitely hit that carrier a couple times.
Verschwinden wir von hier! Was können wir für Sie tun? Angriffsformation, sammeln! Fallschirmjäger zu Diensten, Hauptmann!
Okay, so we're not in cover there, so we need to get into cover so that we match those rifles. Which we should beat rifles one-on-one quite easily. I'm gonna be careful of these Fallschirmjäger here. We need to get them out of there. Gonna run them up on the left side. We're gonna try and get this Pack 36 onto the edge of this tree line. Should be able to help us with the MMG carrier then. Now the Fallschirmjäger caught out in the open. Oh, the HMG has found our pack. That's not good. Gonna try and retreat that. Make sure that our units take cover as opposed to keep trying to push up. Currently trying to take out these Churchills that have been brought in. Ammo explosion and boom goes to Churchill. Let's make sure these guys are falling back. Okay, so we've lost all that infantry that we pushed forwards on the left side. Let's make sure we're bringing in the rest of our grenadiers. We have to just defend as much as we can now, because on my side it's actually going to be harder for me than it was at the start, whereas for Halloween it just gets easier from now on, because he has Phase B and Phase C units that are much stronger than my Phase B and Phase C units. So I'm relying a lot on this Stug, for example, which is probably the best tank that I have access to. But I also have good units for destroying enemy tanks. So for example, HS-129, which I'm actually probably going to buy a couple of, and we're going to try and take out this Honey Stewart. That's actually a pretty good plan. Maybe I could have used one of those earlier as well to kill some of these MMG carriers. That might have been a good call. So much ground being made on one side now. Lovely. So there goes the Honey Stewart. Let's make sure we attack the MMG carrier now. Okay, and we will get out of there. Brilliant. So the Pack 36 did get destroyed. Let's bring in my BF 109 to shoot down the Spitfire. It looks like he is going to go for my HS 129s and hopefully won't shoot them both down. Hopefully only one. Okay. So my HS-129 is going to get away. My BF-109 should get away as well. Oh, that was close. I lost one of my planes. I got a bit greedy there, going for the second kill onto the MMG. We're still winning. We got this +3 lead now. We have 66% of the map thanks to Halloween on the right side. Over on this left side, have been sort of held up with this death. Like in phase C, should have a lot more to work with, but I just really don't. I could bring in some martyrs, but I think what I need to do is maybe just push up with this infantry now. See if we can make some ground on our side. I've got all of these chaps ready to go. Let's run them on forwards. The rifles don't actually have any AT, so where in war game we would have to be worried about this. That's something that's actually quite different. What I'm planning to do actually is a video based around getting into Steel Division from the start. Probably do like a mini tutorial, I guess. Scouts got destroyed there very quickly. And we're going to continue to push with our Grenadiers and the Stug. But the idea here is normally to just like take control of the tree lines and hedgerows and then move up with your tanks afterwards. That's generally how this ends up working. Make sure we kill these rifles on the right side. Great. So we're going to run on down. They are falling back, so we are going to make that ground. Not going to allow me to catch up to them, force them to surrender. Okay, we have sight on an enemy tank. Make sure we are destroying that. Just like that, we won the game. So a total victory in 18 minutes and 54 seconds. I got a positive KD, but Halloween did an exceptional job on his right side. 1,115 kills to 230 losses. That is pretty damn impressive. It was just about winning on my side. The guy I was playing against, my opponent, definitely knowing what to do. So pretty fun game there to start off with. I hope you guys enjoyed like the first look at Steel Division. I didn't really get a chance to talk about the game in general, but what I'll probably do is, like I said, make a video introducing you guys to Steel Division properly, in terms of like a tutorial video or something like that, and that should help you guys out. But in the meantime, that's all. So hopefully you've enjoyed like the first of many gameplay videos of Steel Division to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.